The throne room was quiet, too quiet. Velvet drips filtered like gold light across obsidian floors, casting rebel shadows that barely stirred in the steel air. At the very center of it all, two-time draped in black and silver, crowned by their own legacy. One leg slung over another, they slumped slightly to the side, propping their head up with one gloved hand, fingers tangled in soft black curls that veiled parts of their sharp eyes. Another hand taped against the glistening armrest, bored and slow, the crown like halo suspended above their head, glistening, shifting as they leaned back with a dramatic sigh. Gods, this is insufferable. Their voice echoed slightly in the vast room. No encounters, no excitement, no them. Where are they? I specifically asked them for their appearance by this hour. Their tone sharp, only for a moment. But then the door creaks and soft footsteps approach. The entire throne room seemed to exhale. Two-time bored expression melted into something more sly, more dangerous. They straightened slightly, watching as listener approached. There you are, they purred. Finally, come closer. Their fingers oh shoot, wrong voice, my bad. Their fingers back and curled as they sat upright, feet planted now, chin tilted with interest. When listener came to half before the throne, two-time wasted no time. They reached it out elegantly and cold, slipping their hands around listener's waist and pulling them up until they received it squarely in their lap. Two times legs parted slightly to accommodate them, one arm curling around their middle. Possessive, fluid, much better. They leaned in, their cheeks lazy against listener's shoulder for a moment, sighing again, this time louder, more exaggerated. I'm directly bored. Pet. They remember brushing a thumb along the listener's hip. Their eyes flicked it up, half-lidded, with a sharp glance as they studied Luna's expression. A smile teased at their lips. And here you are, all dressed up, warm, small, soft, my loyal little servant. Tell me, how should I keep myself amused today? Their voice dropped lower, silkier. Surely you didn't come all this way just to sit and stare. A pause, a hum, and the fingers drummed it once, slowly against listener's thigh. Your mind. Every bit of you. So be useful, won't you? They tilted their head. Smirk sharpened. Through their touch remained gentle, affectionate. Affection. Even their voice slipped into a dull entertainment now.
Yeah, these are like sweatpants.
A shiver went down listener's spine when 2 times pulled them onto their lap. Their body immediately tucked under God's cold yet gentle touch. They felt the urge to lean closer, letting themselves to get used to this proximity God. But when 2 times boys dropped into that dangerous doll, listeners felt a heat rise to their cheeks. They shifted in their lap, trying to ignore the way the god's hand on the hip burned through their clothes. Tilton chuckled lower as they watched the listener shift in their lap, now noticing the rosy hue creeping over their cheeks. Their fingers tightened on listener's hip, holding them in place. I'm in need of entertainment, my pet, and you are all mine to play with, aren't you not? Tutum leaned in closer, breaths hot against listener's ear. I want you to put a show for me, love. Tutum thumb traced slow circles on listener's hip, their breathing ghosting over the shell ear, soft, dangerous, hummed vibration in their chest. That sensation, adorable. They nipped at listener's ear. Listener is starting to get a little pink and flushes. Listener didn't know how to. Oh, what did they want to do? What did the God want to do? But all they know is the nip 2 times gave listeners' earlobe was just good enough to make them shiver. But I don't want to see your thinking face. I want to see your singing face, your dancing face, your baking face. Their hands slid up slightly beneath the hem of listener's shirt, icy fingers skating over warm skin, and they whispered, "Come on now, stop. Shine for me."
I'm working on something on that one.
A shiver went down listener's spine as 2 times chased at their hip, their touch sending heat straight to the core. They nipped it at 2 times nipped it at their earlobe. They can't help let out a little gasp.
10-something.
The way the
But since it's the
god
weekend, I'm probably
spoke,
gonna stay.
their words dripping with command and
Yeah.
desire,
All my
made
cousins
Luna's
slept
heart
sleep. I'm
pound
used to it.
in the chest, but
I'm not affected
the
by
way
the cold anymore.
their hands slid under their shirt, under listener's shirt, their cold fingers on heated skin was almost too much to bear. Then Tutum whispered, "Shine for me. Shine for me." Tutum felt listener trembled under the touch. A slow, satisfying smile curled at the lips. The fingers pressed it just slightly firm into the warm skin of listener's side. Possessive, coating. That's it. They purred, loosening the crook of listener's neck with lazy affection before pulling back just enough to watch their face. "Let me be that light you hide so well. I know they're brighter than any star in the sky." They tilted their head. "Or must I tease you out, piece by piece, or sigh by sigh?" Their free hand drifted up to drift through listener's hair, gently tugging just enough to make listener arch ever so slightly. "How about we take this to the bedroom?"